My name is Nguyen and I am Vietnamese. You could say that the only thing that is special about me is, I turned 20 today. My weight is around 105 pounds, and recently I just found out that I'm not actually 5 feet 5. Therefore, I'm not quite sure how tall I really am. I pretty much lived in Vietnam half of my life until I came to America when I was 11 years old. It was a big culture shock for me, to be honest. I remember crying that night because I realized that my life will never be the same again. As I was growing up, I didn't really have anyone that I was comfortable enough to share my feelings with. I just felt so different from everyone else around me, and I didn't understand why. People back then knew me as a quiet and shy type of girl, but as in for me, I just was not interested in the things that people talked about. During my 19 years of living, there was only one thing that I have always been afraid of: expectation. I was afraid of letting people down, and I was afraid of not being able to reach that expectation. The result from it is me not trying hard enough in whatever it is that I do. I think I have lost count of how many missed opportunities that I could have gotten and experienced. In the end, all I ever did was run away. When I was 19, I started to learn who I am and who I want to become. I know it might be a bit late for that, but I think it's really important to accept myself before I do anything else. Sometimes I feel really hyper and I would do things that I wouldn't normally do, like singing in front of others or making weird faces. Sometimes I don't even feel like talking at all. Not that I feel it's bothersome. I just enjoy the peaceful moment and I like to observe others. And sometimes I do enjoy talking. I could talk about anything, but most of the things that I talk about might not even make sense to others. And that's okay. At first, I was confused because of my abnormal behaviors. But then I have come to realize that all of that different sides of me is part of who I am. I am a human and I experience lots of different emotions, just like you. Now that I had become 20, it's time for a change. So what's next for me then? Well, I want to start doing things that I have always wanted to do. Things that I have always been afraid of doing. And things that I regret not doing. To be honest, this might turn out to be a disaster for all we know. However, for the past year, I have locked myself up in my room 80% of the time. That's why I think it's about time that I take my first real step to the outside world. Don't you think so?